Wonderful. All right, let's get started. Welcome everyone to the Chesapeake Public Schools College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but we'll be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Chelsea and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions at any time. This is one of many sessions happening, so be sure to check the schedule on the website. If there were some you wanted to see and you missed, or you want to watch them again, all of them are being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Chesapeake. And I'm going to turn it over to our first presenter, and that is St. Andrews University.
Hi, my name is Aaron Smith. I'm with St. Andrews University in Laurinburg, North Carolina, and I'm going to share my screen and do a short presentation for you all. So we are the Knights, and we are located in Laurinburg, North Carolina. We are a small private institution in the southern part of the state. Our history dates all the way back to 1896. Like I was saying, our main campus is located in Laurinburg, which is about 2 hours south of Raleigh, if you're not familiar, and we're not too far from the coast of North Carolina. We're very famous for our equestrian program, who's been around for over 50 years, and we compete in the top nationally every year. And our main disciplines are hunter seat, Western, and dressage. So here's a view of our campus. You can see that's called our wall over there, where a lot of students like to go and kind of express themselves through art. And our campus is also on a really nice lake. Picture of some of our equestrian riders. So the main thing that makes us different is our academics. I would say we have 21 unique majors and minors, and we also do study abroad and one-on-one academic advising. And our class sizes are small. We only have about 1,100 students, so our class sizes are about 14-1, so you can get that individual attention that a lot of students are looking for. You won't just be a number. Students really get to know their professors. Professors get to know the students. There's a lot of one-on-one teaching and interaction with your professors. Here's a list of all of our majors. Our biggest school would probably be our business school. You can see all of our business administration listed here. Education as well is another big one for us, and our health sciences. We also have nursing, RN to BSN, occupational therapy, pre-law, pre-med, some of our unique offerings, as well as criminology and forensic science. And then what our sports, performance, health, and fitness is another very popular major, which is called kinesiology at many schools. We also have a post-grad as well. We could do a master's in business administration or a master in arts of education, which would not be typical masters that you would think of for teaching, but more of education administration. Like I was saying, our strengths, definitely our small class sizes and our diversity as well. We have students from 48 different states and 47 different countries. So a lot of different diverse students and opportunities for you to interact with people from all over the US and all over the world as well. We also offer professional office hours, study hall, and we have a Center for Academic Success. So with the Center for Academic Success is where you would go for tutoring, things of that nature, and to get any help that you might need on campus, like our writing center and things like that. We also provide support to all of our students as far as coaches, professors, and student helpers as well that you need on campus. Here we talk a little bit about our career and vocational studies. So we'll actually help you choose your major if you're not knowing what you want to study right away, which a lot of students don't. You don't have to declare your major until your sophomore year. So some of our students will come in undecided, so that's not a problem. We also help you find an internship so you can get real world work experience, usually during the summer in between your studies. And we'll help you develop an effective resume so that you're job ready when you're going to go out into the world. And we'll also help you get ready for graduate school if that's something you're planning on doing. And as far as our sports go, we actually compete in the NAIA. So we have 27 varsity collegiate sports for men and women. We have some really unique sports. I'd say one of our unique sports that we offer is actually women's wrestling. And we give scholarships for all of our sports. And we actually have an esports team as well that we give scholarships for. So if you're into playing video games competitively, you could actually get a scholarship for that. But we also have men and women's basketball. We have women's beach volleyball, women's indoor volleyball, men's football. We have cross country, golf, tennis, swimming. So all of the major sports that you can think of, we compete in for men and women's. We also have competitive cheer and competitive dance that you can get scholarships for all of these things. So if you're interested in playing a sport, I would encourage you to go on our website, www.saunites.com, get in contact with the coach, and help you get recruited. You can submit your highlight films and all of that good stuff if you're interested in playing sports at the collegiate level and interested in the NAIA. So we also have over 20 student-led clubs and organizations on campus. So that could be anything from debate club to chess club, anything that you might have an interest in that we'll have a club for. And if we don't have it on campus, we'll help you create your own club. And then you can see here's some of our students on campus. Bottom left, you can see some of our international students hanging out. Top left, some students in the gaming lab from our esports team. We also have a major that is game art and design, if you're interested in designing video games. And then these are just some of our students getting involved on campus. So it just gives you a good look of what campus life is like. Here's a quick shot of our dorms. We actually have 8 dorms on campus. So 96% of our students do live on campus, and freshmen are allowed to have a car during their first year. And our application process is pretty straightforward. You can apply on our website, or you can apply using the Common App. If you need financial aid, we have a financial aid department that could help you out and answer any questions that you might have with that. So here's a breakdown of all of our costs with tuition, room and board. And we also give scholarships, and we merit-based, athletic, academic, and we accept outside scholarships as well. If you have any questions about financial aid, please don't hesitate to reach out to us via email or a phone call. Here's our number there. And if you're interested in admissions, how to apply, need help applying, want to come to campus, visit, set up a tour, anything like that, please email our admissions department at admissions@sa.edu, and we'll help you out with that. That's the end of my presentation. My name is Aaron Smith. I'm a regional admissions counselor with St. Andrews University. If you have any questions, you can email me at smithas@sa.edu. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up, the University of Mary Washington.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bryson. I am a admissions counselor for the University of Mary Washington. Let me get my PowerPoint up for you. All right. So as I said, I'm an admissions counselor here at UMW, and we'll just jump right into some facts. So we're a public liberal arts school. We're small to medium, so we have around 4,000 undergrads. So you really get that face time with your professors. You really get hands-on learning experiences with them. but it's not so small that you're seeing the same people on campus every day or anything. So it's kind of that happy medium. There's a word for it. We call it schmedium. We are located in Fredericksburg, Virginia, so right in between DC and Richmond. So we have access to these big cities with all of the jobs and internships surrounding them, but you still get to come back to a smaller, safer campus and smaller, safer town. As far as downtown Fredericksburg itself, it's within walking distance to campus. So that's a huge advantage. There's plenty of places to go study downtown, to shop, to eat. We actually have the Amtrak and train running right next to campus as well. So you can hop on the train, be in DC in an hour, still come back the same day. So it's very accessible for things like that. As far as the academic experience, your average class size is going to be around 19, but as you progress in your major, that will start to shrink a little bit as you get more face time with your professors. We have a 13:1 student to faculty ratio. So like I said, you really get to know your professors. We also have $750,000 set aside just for undergraduate research each year. Since we only offer 3 grad programs at UMW, the undergrads are you're not really competing with the graduate students for access to that funding. So there's a lot of the facilities, a lot of resources that you can use. I know some of the undergraduate research projects they do. I'm trying to think. So one that comes to mind is they do a faculty-led program to the Galapagos where they go and research turtles. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use that funding for undergraduate research. We offer over 90 majors, minors, and programs. So all the big majors and minors you can think of, as well as pre-law, pre-dental, pre-med, pre-vet, things like that. So as far as the student experience, we are a huge club school. So we offer over 150 clubs and organizations, and that is growing each year. So people are always starting new clubs on campus. So there's always a way for you to find your community once you get to UMW. We have 19 varsity sports teams. We are D3 in the Coast to Coast Conference. We are very good at rugby. You can see our rugby players in the bottom left down there. Similar to St. Andrews, we also recently got an esports team that actually competes. So I always think that's a very interesting thing that we have now. So if that's something you're interested in, we do offer that. We also have over 135, I actually think it's over 155 study abroad programs in numerous different countries. And those programs are also growing each year. So there's lots of opportunities for students to go abroad and really get that good life experience while they're still at UMW. So a little bit of the student profile for UMW applicants. You can see our averages for high school GPA. We do take your weighted GPA. So if you have APs or IBs, it is the higher GPA. So that's the middle 50% number. We also, you can see our SAT and ACT scores. We are test optional. So we do not require tests. It won't hurt you if you don't want to submit them. But if you do want to submit them, we do allow that. As far as admissions goes in general, we do holistic admissions. So what that means is we take everything into account. Since we're a smaller school, we really dedicate time to looking at the person as a whole instead of just looking at the piece of paper in front of us. So we know you guys went through COVID and virtual classes. We know sometimes life happens, but we take everything into context and really review your application holistically. So as far as the application filing dates, early action is coming up on November 15th. So if you want to get your application in before November 15th, you will find out no later than late January. But we're trying to get them out before that. So early action will know no later than January 31st. Regular decision is February 1st. And when you apply regular decision, you'll find out later in the spring. So feel free to keep in touch with us. We have an Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you have any questions for me or any questions for anyone in admissions, you can email that email address right there at admit@umw.edu or give us a call at that phone number. We'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. And that is it for my presentation. Thank you.
Awesome, thanks. All right, Christopher, Newport University is up next.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Ashley Hutchison. I am an assistant director in the Office of Admission at Christopher Newport University. Christopher Newport is a four-year public liberal arts and sciences institution located in Newport News, Virginia. So just right across the bridge or the tunnel for the majority of you. While we are a public institution, we really strive to provide students with a private school experience. And we do that through several different ways. The first is our overall size. We're a campus population of just shy of 5,000 students, which is also a medium size university, large enough to provide you a lot of the opportunities like those larger institutions, but not so large that you're going to feel like a number in the classroom. We have some really exceptional teachers that are accomplished teacher scholars, but they're also mentors for our students, which means they're caring about you not only academically, but they grow to know you personally and professionally as well. So you're growing not only academically, but in the realm of personally and professionally too. I think professors can do that in part to our small class sizes. So this semester, 60% of our classes are 19 students or fewer. So more than half of your classes at Christopher Newport have less than 20 students in them. We don't have any teaching assistants or any grad assistants teaching our classes, and we don't have those large arena style classrooms that seat hundreds of students to a lecture hall. 2% of our classes are 50 to 99, and you won't find a class larger than that simply because we don't have a classroom that large. So students really enjoy that sense of community inside of the classroom. Another factor that really draws students to our campus is our beautiful campus and our sense of community. So I hope that you have the opportunity to visit CNU in person so you can see that for yourself. As you can see on our screen, we have over 90 different areas of study, and students won't declare their major until second semester of sophomore year. So you have a little bit of time to figure out what that is that you want to pursue if you come in undecided. Some of our top intended areas of study each year tend to be biology, business, psychology, computer science, and engineering, as well as communication studies. In terms of advising tracks, that tends to be pre-med, pre-health, and pre-law. We have a couple graduate programs as well. Certainly the most popular there is our master's in teaching. Newer areas to campus, kinesiology, journalism, cybersecurity are some of our areas that we're really excited as up and coming areas at the university. So while CNU is a really great place to learn, it's an exceptional place to live. Students are required to live on campus through their junior year, but each year we are consistently ranked as some of the best residence halls in the nation. So really great residence halls that you'll get to see on a tour as well. But while our residence halls are really nice, we definitely don't want you to spend all of your time in your room. We have 24 varsity sports. We compete at the Division III level. We actually have the highest winning percentage out of any school in Virginia. So a lot of school spirit and a really great place for student athletes to play. We also have over 200 clubs and organizations as well that our students can get involved in. We'll switch gears a little bit and talk a little bit about the admission and application process. We're anticipating about 8,000 applications for a freshman class of about 1,200 students. We also holistically review our applications. So while we get to know you academically, we want to get to know you as an individual as well. As you can see, we have 3 application plans at the university, and it is easier to be competitive the earlier you apply for admission. So it's easier to be competitive for the early decision and early action time period than it is the regular decision time period. So if you are looking for a non-binding plan, we strongly recommend early action over regular decision. We are exclusive to the common application, so that's how you'll submit your application to Christopher Newport. And we encourage students to take a college prep curriculum and maintain mostly A's and B's during their time in high school. As you can see, our middle 50% on the screen there. That's just where half of our students are falling. The other half are above and below that. We are also test optional as well. So for some students, we recognize they do really well on standardized tests. So if you resonate with that, please send those in as a great way to enhance your application. If you're like myself and do better over the course of 4 years than 4 hours on a test, we also recognize that as well. So we've been test optional for about 15 years. So really no strangers to reviewing applications without test scores. So maybe you fall below that middle 50%. Test optional may be a great route for you. So we can place more emphasis on your grades and your academic curriculum. One thing that I would like to recommend for all students to take advantage of is interviewing. It's a great way to enhance your application. We encourage it for all students. It is required for scholarship consideration to our President's Leadership and Honors Program. It's currently available to our high school seniors. So I'll drop a link in the chat for you to register for an admission interview, as well as check out those scholarship opportunities. They range from $1,000 to $10,000 and they're renewable annually. So again, my name is Ashley Hutchison. I'll also drop my contact information in the chat, and I'd be happy to answer any additional questions you may have as we continue on through the evening. Thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you. And next up is the University of Richmond.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Jordan Richardson, and I am currently a senior at the University of Richmond. I'm majoring in mathematical economics with a minor in theater arts. I'm originally from the island of Trinidad and Tobago, so I'm from the Caribbean. I'm also an intern at the Office of Admissions, which is why I'll be kind of presenting to you all today. So first, I just want to start off with a brief video.
It starts within you. An idea, a passion, a desire to change the world, and a drive to challenge yourself. It starts within you, and it leads here, to the University of Richmond. Located on a beautiful 350-acre wooded campus just minutes away from downtown Richmond, we are a private university that gives you the best of both worlds, all the economic, professional, cultural, and social resources of a capital city, coupled with the vibrant, diverse, and inclusive community of our suburban college campus. From pristine Atlantic beaches to the Blue Ridge Mountains to our nation's capital, our central location can readily connect you to world-class cultural, recreational, educational, and professional opportunities. But it's the opportunities available right here on campus that are truly impressive. The University of Richmond is home to 3 undergraduate schools: the School of Arts and Sciences, the Robbins School of Business, and the Jepson School of Leadership Studies. However, there are no direct entry programs for any of these schools. What does that mean for you? Well, there's no pressure to immediately declare your major. Once you enroll, you'll have time and access to explore more than 100 majors, minors, and concentrations. Our average class size is only 16 students, all taught by real professors, no teaching assistants. We're also committed to undergraduate research and mentorship opportunities. That means you'll get the kind of personal attention you need when narrowing down your choices. Can't decide on one major? No worries. More than 2/3 of our students pursue multiple areas of study. We admit the most talented, accomplished students. Then we do everything we can to ensure you can bring your talents here. That includes meeting 100% of demonstrated financial need for all admitted students. When you're not in class, well, that's where the vibrant community we mentioned really comes into play. Over 90% of our students choose to live right here on campus. We're also home to more than 180 student organizations. From academic, cultural, leadership, religious, and honor societies, to fine and performing arts, service organizations, and Greek life. If you have an interest in it, chances are there's an organization here waiting for you to join. Searching for something a little more competitive? Look no further than our intramural athletics, or the 17 teams of our NCAA Division I Richmond Spiders. The Richmond experience isn't limited to what you can do on campus, though. 67% of Spiders study abroad through more than 70 programs across 35 countries. And when it comes to internships or research projects, we won't just encourage you, we can help you fund them. The Richmond Guarantee ensures that every undergraduate is eligible to receive up to $4,000 for an unpaid or underpaid summer internship or faculty-mentored research project. And does it pay off? In short, yes. Every year, we host more than 150 career workshops and conduct more than 600 interviews with job recruiters right here on campus. And when you graduate, you'll join more than 51,000 Spiders living and leading in all 50 states and 95 countries around the world. From Wall Street to Hollywood Boulevard to near-Earth orbit, wherever you go, you'll find that Spiders are everywhere, and that's a good thing. Our interconnected web and career preparation helped 94% of our grads find employment within 6 months of graduation. So, what's your idea? Your passion? Bring us your dream and we'll help you achieve it. There's no telling just how far it will take you, but we can tell you where it starts. It starts within you, and it thrives at Richmond.
Okay, so thank you for indulging with me on that video. Now we're just going to shift gears to a mini presentation. Okay, so as I said before, I am a senior at the University of Richmond, currently majoring in mathematics and economics. And while the video did a really good job in terms of explaining the different type of majors that we have and how campus life looks like, I want to talk a little bit more about the application process as well as the various different merit-based aid and need-based aid that we offer to all of those of you who decide to become Spiders. So the first thing that I want to mention is we have various different deadlines, various different ways to apply. We offer Early Decision 1 and Early Decision 2, which are binding agreements, meaning that if you are accepted on one of these clauses and if you are accepted on one of these clauses, you are automatically considered an official Spider, and we look forward to seeing you in the fall. We also offer Early Action, which is non-binding. You could be accepted, rejected, or deferred. And if you are deferred, you're automatically reconsidered in our regular decision applicant pool, along with any other applications that we receive at that time. The easiest way for me to remember the dates usually is 1/1/1, 1st of November, 1st of December, 1st of January, and I would personally recommend applying before December 1st in order to be considered for our Richmond Scholarship. And our Richmond Scholarship is our full and board tuition scholarship for your entire 4 years here. There's no extra essay, no extra question, no extra anything. All you need to do to be considered is apply by December 1st. And to go more in depth about the merit-based aid that we offer, apart from the Richmond Scholarship, that you would need to send your application by December 1st. We also offer Presidential Scholarship, which is 1/3 tuition for your entire 4 years here to all of our students in terms of consideration wise. We offer various merit-based aid scholarships, departmental grants, etc. We have things for athleticism, RTC, music, theater, dance, as well as we have a Bonner Scholars Program, which are for people who really actively engage with the community and in exchange for doing community service throughout their time here will receive financial compensation. And lastly, just to go more depth about the need-based aid that we offer to all students who require need-based aid, we vow to meet 100% of your demonstrated need. And to get a look at that, we will require you to complete the FAFSA, which is federally required by the US government, as well as a CSS profile, which is required by our institution for us to get a better understanding of how we can meet 100% of your demonstrated need. All right, well, thank you for kind of listening to me ramble on about the University of Richmond for a bit, and I'll give it back to Chelsea.
Thank you. All right, next up is James Madison University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tiffany Woolley. I am from JMU. I am the Senior Assistant Director here at the university, and I want to let you all know of this institution and also how we can get you here to JMU. I hope you all can see my screen. I am going to finagle this for a second. Okay, great. So as I said, my name is Tiffany Woolley. I am the Senior Assistant Director here at JMU. I love this institution. I love the learning opportunities that this institution provides for all of our students. And I'm hoping that you all will be a part of this. Now, as you can see, JMU has a lot to offer by way of education, by way of living here at this institution, and also by way of your return on investment as far as your education with JMU. JMU is located in Harrisonburg, Virginia, which is towards the center part of Virginia. It's a beautiful area and it's very conducive for education. Our students are not only acclimating themselves to the university, but they're also acclimating themselves to the Shenandoah Valley. Now, we are located approximately 2 hours from Washington, D.C., as well as Richmond. So you can easily access ways to get home or ways to explore outside of Virginia or within Virginia. Now, I want to talk to you about the facts of JMU. JMU is a sought-after institution by way of the different avenues that students have with their education. We do have about 164 different programs of study. We also offer a student to faculty ratio of around 16:1. So we do want our students to know that we are here to support them in their education in order to make sure that they are successful. Now, as I said, we do have those different majors and minors for students to be a part of. We also have pre-professional programs, whether they are pre-professional programs or pre-professional medical programs. You can do that here at James Madison University. One of the things that makes JMU stand out is the fact that 98% of our courses are taught by professional faculty members. All of our faculty members here at JMU know and appreciate their love for teaching, for education. So our students are not only going to be well educated, but our undergraduate students are going to have the opportunity to do research work before they get to graduate school. So that is something that is very unique here at JMU. And we try to foster that because we know that our students are ready and we want to encourage them and we would like to challenge them for the simple fact that we are very solid in everything that they are doing. Along with this, we do have a study abroad opportunity, and we will see about 1,400 students traveling abroad each year. And majority of our programs, academic programs, are not necessarily going to require a study abroad opportunity. However, our students know the benefits of traveling abroad and learning globally. So they are going to take us up on that opportunity. So that is something that all of our students are going to be a part of once they are here at JMU. And going along with being a part of JMU, JMU offers over 450 different clubs and organizations for students to be involved in, whether they are academic clubs and organizations or social philanthropy clubs and organizations. So students can be a part of any and everything here at JMU. If for some reason there is a club or organization that is not here, you can start it as a JMU student. There is a process set at this university in order for you to create your own. And that is what we also foster here at JMU. James Madison University is in the NCAA Division I athletic conference. We are also newly a part of the FCS, I said it wrong. We are part of the new conference to where we are now competing on a different stage. And all of our JMU Dukes, all of our current students, alumni, faculty and staff are extremely happy and excited about this. So we want all of our students to be able to truly have that college experience by way of attending sporting events. Now, James Madison University does not only offer the Division I athletics, we also have varsity athletics and also club athletics. So regardless of what section, what area you would like to compete in, you can do that here at James Madison University. Now, JMU, for you all who are wondering, what is this return on investment? JMU has been ranked #1 in Virginia with job placements. All of our students within 6 months of graduation are either gainfully employed or starting an internship opportunity. Now, as far as application process is concerned, we are clearly in our early action process, and we also offer a regular decision. So you can go on our jmu.edu website in order to access this information. Now, as far as financial aid is concerned, we do only require the FAFSA for all students who are interested in seeking financial assistance in order to help with the cost of their education. And I do want to close out by letting you know that we do have an academic open house that's coming up on Saturday. So if you're interested in learning more about our academics, please join us. We would love to see you on this campus. I want to say thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to tell you more about James Madison University. Have a wonderful evening. Chelsea, I'm handing it over to you.
Thank you. All right, and last but not least, Washington College.
Hi, I'm Susie Friedrich. I'm an assistant director of admissions at Washington College. Let me get my screen up here for you. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Let's try that again. Apologies. First, my internet cut out, and now let's see if it'll go now. Well, it's not letting me do it. I don't know how to make it happen. I apologize wholeheartedly. I don't know how to make it. It's not sharing.
Do you just want to talk through some of your points?
I mean, I can, absolutely. We are a small liberal arts school on the Eastern Shore in Chestertown, Maryland. We're about an hour and a half from DC, Baltimore, and Philly. We're about 45 minutes to an hour from Annapolis. We are just over 1,000 students, so average class size of 12. And I think, if you took an intro to bio class, you might have 30 students. That might be the largest class we have here on campus. We do have over 80 clubs and organizations, and similar to JMU, if we don't have what you're interested in, you just have to have 5 friends and an advisor, and you can start your own club. We're a Division III school, and we compete in the Centennial Conference. We have 18 varsity sports, and this year we just added golf for men and women, and it's a club sport this year, but it will be varsity next year. We also have esports, and I think our most unique sport is trap and skeet. So if you're into shooting, we do have that, and we are very competitive. On the academic side, we are a liberal arts school, so you will have a great foundation and don't have to declare your major until the end of your sophomore year. We have 33 majors and over 50 minors and concentrations. I will say that Washington College is known as a writer's college, so any major that you're in, you will do quite a bit of writing, but we do know that our alums are very proud of that when they leave, that they know they can write very well. We have 3 signature centers on our campus. One is our Center for Environment and Society. We are located right on the Chester River, and we use that space. It's our waterfront campus. We have a 5,000-acre river and field campus about 2 miles down the river. It's woodlands, wetlands, grasslands. There's a bird banding station, and we are also the only college in the country that is testing bird-safe glass. Apparently, anytime you build a high rise, you have to have bird-safe glass. So our other 2 signature centers, one is our literature house, the Rose O'Neill Literary House, and we also have the Starr Center for the Study of the American Experience, which is rooted in history, but it's our most diverse signature center in that it draws from communication and media studies, American studies, history, gender studies, and it's not just Civil War history, because we do have a lot of that around here. But it's the history of different movements throughout time, the women's movement, LGBTQ, and also even the history of hip hop. So those are 3 signature centers that we're very proud of. In terms of applying to Washington College, we do use the Common App, and we have our own Washington College application. It is free to apply, and we are test optional. If you'd like to submit your test scores, you're more than welcome to. Our average last year was 1270, and the average ACT was 29. In terms of our GPA, I always tell students, if you're above a 3.0, you're in a pretty good place to get into Washington College. Our average GPA last year was a 4.0, so we do have some great students around here. We have early decision coming up November 15th. We have early action December 1st, and we have regular decision February 15th. And in order to be eligible for all of our scholarships, you must apply by that December 1st deadline. If you are in the National Honor Society, we do give you an automatic $25,000 of merit aid just for being in the National Honor Society. And for our merit aid, we will go up to $35,000. We have several scholarships that go to multiple people. And of course, you can also apply for financial aid. Last year, we did give 100% of our students in the freshman class some institutional aid, and the average amount that we gave was just a little bit over $35,000. So there's plenty of money out there, and we do a holistic approach as well, just like some of the other schools. So we spend about 30 minutes on each application and read it very carefully. And we enjoy that. So thank you so much. I will put my information in the chat as well. If you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, at this point, I am going to wrap things up for the evening. So a major thank you to everyone for putting information together and sharing with us today. Thank you to our participants for being here as well. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick survey. We appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back to find all of the sessions recordings. This one, as well as all the other ones that happened this evening, will be available at strivescan.com/Chesapeake. And that's it for us. So thank you so much again, and have a wonderful evening.